Boxycharm unboxing. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I usually don't start off my videos without my makeup being completely done, but today I'm filming my first Boxycharm unboxing. If you guys watch Kathleen Lights, you know her iconic intro jingle, her Boxycharm unboxing. I've always wanted to try Boxycharm. I think the whole idea of getting, full-size samples for a really discounted price is such an amazing idea because you get to try out new brands that you never heard of before, and this is literally the case. I have mentioned to you guys that I've been trying to branch out, I've been trying to try new brands, but living in New Zealand there is, sort of that shipping struggle, and we just don't carry as many brands as you guys do over in the States. So I'm really excited to dive into this. Boxycharm doesn't actually ship internationally, so I did get sent this in PR, so that's how I was able to receive this box. And if you guys would like to see this maybe every month, it just depends, since not everything in the boxes will be cruelty free, but luckily this month for the June box, what I received in my box, most of it is cruelty free, and we'll get to that. So yeah, we'll just dive into my box for the month of June. Yay, I'm so excited. All of these products I have never tried before. Some of these brands I've never heard of before, so it's really great for me to really try out some new products. So if you guys don't know what Boxycharm is, by the way, this video is not sponsored. So Boxycharm is a subscription service where you pay $25 every month and you will receive a box of makeup goodies with full-size items, and obviously the value of that is way more than $25. So again, it's a really great way for you to discover new brands, maybe smaller brands you never heard of, and just try different things. And I believe everybody gets different things in their box every month. So this is what I got in my box, and I'm really excited to dive into everything. So let's go ahead and get started. The first item in my box is the Aceology Overnight Lip Mask. It's exfoliating, hydrating, and soothing, and this is $19 US. I've never heard of this brand before, but it is cruelty free and vegan. It's made in Korea, but I think it's an Australian brand. And I love a good lip mask, but I am very, very picky when it comes to a lip mask, so we'll see how this is. We'll just apply a little bit now and see how hydrating this is. Okay, this has a scent to it, which might be a little concerning for me because I can't do fragrance on my lips. What does it smell like? It smells very sweet, which I love. I love sweet scents, but I can't pinpoint what this smells like. You definitely could wear this during the day in my opinion, but we'll leave that on throughout the video. But so far I really like this. As long as this doesn't give me a reaction, then I'm gonna love it. But yeah, so far it's really nice. Very hydrating, just what I needed. But the next product I got is the Brow Bar by reema. It's their Brow Light Camera Action Duo Brow Highlighter, and this is $16 US, also cruelty free as well. I've never really tried like a brow highlighter. I usually just use my highlight, and I believe this is made by a makeup artist, so this is what it looks like here. It's like a big wooden pencil. Let's swatch it first. So one side is matte, and then I believe the other side is shimmer. Yeah. Okay, my concern is how am I gonna sharpen this? I don't think I have a sharpener this thick, unless I would just get a knife sharpener, you know what I mean? We'll go under my brows here. Okay, I think I'll need a brush. I'll just take an angled brush to sort of blend that out. Okay. It's already lifting the makeup underneath. Maybe it's just the way I'm applying it, but it does look very cakey and it kind of just peels up on the skin. Maybe I'm supposed to apply it to the back of my hand, take it on my brush perhaps, and then apply it, not directly onto my skin, because it's just looking a little patchy here. Like it's moving the product underneath my skin. So maybe if you were to use this on your bare skin, that might work a little bit better. I don't know how much I would really use this product. Like if I wanted to clean up my brows, I would just use concealer. But next in my box I have the OPV Beauty London Spotlight Eyeshadow Palette. This is $40 US, which is quite pricey. I did see some photos of it on Boxycharm's Instagram, but this is actually a black-owned makeup brand. And I never heard of this brand before, so I'm excited to try this out. And this is what the palette looks like. You have a mirror as well, so $40 US. And first impressions, this looks like the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. Let me grab my palette so I can show you a comparison. So this one is the OPV, and then this one is the Urban Decay. I think with like the jewel tone metallics, and then we have those raspberry mattes and the darker browns, there's a couple comparisons here. I'm not going to say it's directly the same, but it definitely gives me that same vibe. Taking my Kaleidos eye primer. But before we get started with the eyeshadow, I also got the KVD Beauty Dazzle stick. This is $22 US. This is a cream eyeshadow stick, and I got mine in the shade Pale Surge. And this is what it looks like. So $22 US. I haven't tried anything from KVD in a very long time, but I feel like they're making a comeback. And this is what it looks like. Whoa, 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 that's so creamy. That's so creamy and so pigmented. So I think I'll use this as my center shade, and I'll use the mattes from the OPV palette to center around this shade. So I'm first gonna go in with this shade here called Public Eye. Quite pigmented already off the bat, and it's also quite easy to blend out as well. Yep, super easy to get that blended. Then going into this shade over here called Edge, I'm gonna work this at my outer corners. These shadows have more of like a building up type of formulation, which is really nice. I think that's good for like beginners. Like you really need to pack it on to get that pigment there, but once it's there, it's like really, really pretty. I like how it has a very like soft, diffused type of look to it. I don't know about it, like it's just very blurring. And there's also barely any kickback in the pan, so that just tells me that there's less pigment in the palette, so that's why I feel like the formulation is a little bit more buildable in a sense, which is not a bad thing. I don't think buildable shadows are bad. Look how diffused and soft that looks. I don't know. Like, I'm not using anything different, guys. Alright, now I'm gonna go into this shade over here called All That Sparkle, and we're just gonna focus this at the outer corners just to deepen out the look. So we'll use one of the metallic shadows just so we can see what that formulation is like. So I'm gonna take this shade here called D Plug. We're just gonna take that at the center of our eyes. Okay, just like the mattes, the metallics also need a little bit of building up. Probably would be more foiled if you were to use your brush wet, or even if you were to use your fingers, but I think there's definitely a time and place for this type of eyeshadow. I'll just dab it on with my finger. Yeah, you can see with my finger, it's a little bit more foiled, which is nice, so. Alright, so now let's use the KVD Beauty Dazzle Stick. This is going to be so intense. It kind of feels almost like a Super Shock shadow, but in a stick, and a little bit more creamy and fragile. Let's blend that out with my finger then. I think it's better applied with fingers, but I really don't like applying eyeshadow with my fingers because my finger's way too big for my lid space, but it does apply better with your fingers because I think with the brush it did lift a bit of the base. So So now I'm just going to finish up my eye makeup. I'm going to go in with my M Cosmetics Illustrative Brush Tip Eyeliner, and I'm going to use this to create a little wing at the outer edge. And then I'll actually go in with the matte black eyeshadow in the palette called Exposed, and I'm going to use this to smudge out my wing. And I think this is a really nice black. Like, it smudged out my liner just how I want it to. So the shadows in this palette performs really, really well. I'm then going to give my lashes a good curl. I'm going to coat my top and bottom lashes with mascara. And then I'm just going to pop on my false lashes. I'm wearing Honey from Petite Cosmetics. And now onto the final product in the box. We have the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter glowident makeup palette. This is a face palette, and Touch in Sol is the one brand in my box that I'm not sure if they are 100% cruelty free. I saw on one cruelty free website saying that they are, and then on another that they're not. So I'll leave those two websites down below and you guys can make your decision, but I will just test it out since it did come in my box. But I most likely will just pass this on to a friend. And this is what the inside looks like. It's an all shimmer brick palette. We'll go in with this middle area here and we'll apply. Oh, this is really nice. It's a really nice metallic highlight. Like, there's no glitters in it. And it doesn't emphasize texture. It's just a really nice glow. I quite like that. Alright you guys, so this is the final look using all 5 products that came in my June Boxycharm. The final total is $131 US, which is so amazing because you only pay $25. I really enjoyed everything, honestly. I think my least favorite thing would be the brow highlight, but I really do like the effect that it gives. I just need to find a different way of how to use it because it did lift up the foundation around my brows. And then everything else I really do love. Like, everything I can see myself using again. But my most favorite discovery would have to be the OPV Beauty Spotlight Palette. I'm obsessed with this formulation. I feel like this was just really refreshing to use. It's different from other eyeshadow formulations. I feel like these days a lot of eyeshadow formulation has to have a lot of pigment and there's a lot of kickback in a lot of those shadows, which I personally don't mind kickback, but this one was nice how it was buildable but it's still pigmented. And something about these eyeshadows just have a very natural blurring effect to it. Like, I don't know, I'm really interested in this brand. I really want to see what other palettes they have because this color story is not really me. Like, I would probably stick to the reds and do a similar look to what I did today. I want to see if they have any other palettes that are more up my alley, you know, my muted romantic colors. If they have a palette like that, I would be so on it. So I'm happy that I was able to discover a new brand that I really love. I would love to know what you guys got in your box, if we got anything similar. But yeah, you guys, with that being said, that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!